Hello, and welcome back to the third episode of my, uh, I guess, I almost said virtual, my video journal. Yeah, I'm Hakim, and this is my journal. I just want to get better at reading and writing and talking, so I am doing all of those things, and yeah, that's what this is. Uh, I think not to get too meta, which I think was in the notes I put on one of the other episodes to not get too meta, but I do think that's a way better intro than any of the other ones. I guess the two previous ones that have just had like no intro or intro after like a minute in. So I think that distills my goals better. Um, so yeah, Uh, so I think the format we've been going with so far that I've been liking is a recap of my day, what I'm excited for, and then kind of looking through my journal for whatever else I missed or just extra details to things I want to ramble about, stuff like that. So, yeah, today, I'm thinking how much I want to divulge on camera and just upload. It was very personal of a day. Uh, I think the biggest holdup I don't think I'm necessarily a like specifically private person, but my holdup as I'm like talking is like the immediacy of the situation and also like not talking to people I actually know in real life about this situation uh before like just talking about it. So maybe as far as today and some of the stuff I wrote in my journal, maybe I'll hold off on talking about that for another day. I kind of like went into this thinking that I would just like be really comfortable talking about it, but I think I'm learning that I'm maybe less comfortable than I thought about it. But so I guess a lot of today I won't be talking about for the time being. But today I think I try to do there's like 12 things I try to do every day. The biggest things I'm like worried about is doing this video, writing in my journal, getting my steps in, and uh and getting good sleep. Those are like the I guess three or four things I'm like really trying to focus on doing. So today I was really by I think like 8 o'clock I only had 2,000 steps. I was kind of cooped up all day today. So I really didn't want to, but I went out, got a walk in, got a run in after, and got all my steps in. And I guess a workout in the form of running, uh, which is something I have been trying to develop my mileage by running further. Um, I guess versus running faster, but just running more in general has I think been really good for me and something I just kind of like enjoy doing. The just the physical and mental aspect of running is something I find interesting. I think a lot of things that like require that like mental grit, even though like running, especially how fast and long I'm running, isn't like necessarily that hard. But I think just things that are physically and mentally taxing, I get like a really big reward out of. Like weightlifting, doing jujitsu, running, like are all things that like kind of suck in the moment, like they hurt and they're not fun, but like the satisfaction from doing them or like running longer or lifting more weight or like becoming there's a really good quote that I have saved somewhere, but it's just about I guess the context of art, like writing, drawing, sculpting, like all these things, like pursuing them for the sake of becoming. And I think that's kind of like something I I think specifically this year I really want to work on. It is just the idea of becoming, is pursuing like all these different things I'm interested in, uh, and really just I guess focusing on self improvement, uh, but without like I think a really big hang up a lot of people get stuck in with like self improvement is having like a specific goal that they uh, like want to hit. Like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds, and it's like, are you happy with the 10 pounds, or are you trying to develop something bigger? Like just having a healthy relationship with food and becoming more fit in overall, or I guess just in general. But I guess my bigger point is like in I guess we're halfway through the year right now. So I think definitely like last year specifically, I started noticing a lot of flaws in my game. If you just like things about myself that I wanted to improve on, and I thought I could improve on. Some of those things that kind of suck to improve on, uh, like talking to people when you don't want to. But I think all of those things get easier the more you do them. So I'm really now halfway through the year trying to really focus in on developing all of those skills, because nobody wants to be like a 30-year-old that can't like hold a conversation with somebody, or any like qualities about like you have about yourself that you don't like. You don't want to. I'd rather attack those now than like shy away from them and let them bubble up even further. And like, oh, I don't like talking to people, so I'm gonna not talk to people even more and become more reclusive. I think a lot of those, especially social, uh, not proclivities, hang-ups that people have, can uh, have a negative feedback loop to keep them in that cycle of I I I guess not even so, like, oh, I don't want to lift weights, so I'm not going to lift weights, which makes me weaker, which makes me not want to lift weights even more, and so on and so forth. Uh, so I guess whole point is, uh, I'm very happy that today, even though I didn't want to do a lot of those things, I'm not necessarily as excited as I have been to record this right now. Like I still am doing it and going through with it. I was just talking to my friend that yesterday or 2 days ago, I had a workout that just really felt like just one where you just like get through it. Like I wasn't super excited to be at the gym, and I wasn't like just super wanting to lift heavy weights, but I just got through it. I pushed myself hard through the workout. Not maybe not as hard as I have in the past, but I still, did the work that I needed to do, and helped cement that habit of going to the gym. So I'm happy I helped cement some of those. Uh, what is it? Fold those myelin sheaths in my brain, and uh, get some of those habits dug deeper in. So yeah, that's just a quick recap of my day and how that went. What I'm excited for. Right now, I'm really excited to be like hyper focused on something. This is something I was thinking about like on my I guess walk slash run, is that I was thinking specifically in jujitsu, like when training, like just be like, especially live training, just being like laser focused in, and just like that's the only thing I'm thinking about, and like taking it very seriously. But even in my leisure time, like I've been playing CS:GO or CS2 recently, and I really enjoy just trying to win every single game as hard as I can, calming with my teammates even when I don't want to, uh, like playing to win. Like if I have to die for the team to win, like that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Uh, but I think even in my leisure time, I really enjoy taking those things super seriously. Uh, and especially in jujitsu, or I think even like with the gym, or even like running, with like my physical hobbies, I haven't, just in the past like maybe 2 weeks, been able to take it super seriously and like to that next level of intensity. So I'm excited. Today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. So I have the day off work and then jujitsu in the evening. So I have plenty of time to uh, get some focused work in the morning slash afternoon, and then definitely in the evening get really focused and locked in. Yeah, that's really exciting. Uh, yeah, so I guess let's look at my journal. I think a lot of today is very personal, which I want to get into at some point. Uh, I do think I'm still adjusting how personal I want my video journal versus my journal. Uh, so I think that will kind of get tuned over time, and we'll see how that plays out. I think the biggest thing is just a sentence I wrote right at the end, which is a lot of the times I feel kind of bad not having emotional reactions in emotional situations. Um, I don't. I wouldn't say I'm not an emotional person. Uh, I think I am, and I think I'm actually like kind of a sensitive person. Uh, but I just don't have as much of a quick burst of reaction, or like feelings in the moment about a lot of things. Uh, I guess just a theory is that I tend to like overthink and get in my head all about a lot of things and just think through a lot of situations. So a lot of even like bad things that happen are things that like I've thought through as an option and thought about how I would react. So I guess it'd be interesting to see if like geez, like my friend got like ran over by a car, or just something completely unexpected happened, how I would react to that, and if I would have like a extremely obvious emotional reaction to it. But especially the social aspect of like people having an emotional reaction to something, I'm kind of just like there kind of trying to comfort them, but I'm also like in the same situation. uh that's something I guess is something I can work on navigating. And uh something I actually wrote down just in my notes app on my phone, not in my journal, is just saying that like I don't have a fully formed opinion on this more. Especially in more of a like I guess argument or debate sense, that like you don't have to have a full argument, or like you don't have to have all your thoughts organized before like you can talk about something. So I think just talking to you, me, the camera about this has helped me kind of organize my thoughts about how I deal with emotional situations, and over time hopefully that will help me uh develop how I feel about it, and be more comfortable with myself in those situations, I guess, is my point. So yeah, I think that makes today my shortest episode. I talked for about 15 minutes, and I don't really think I have that much to say. Um, like besides that, I'm excited for tomorrow. I guess I can like set some goals for tomorrow. Uh, I want to go to Coralville tomorrow. I was supposed to on Saturday, and if you're staying up to date, I didn't do that, but uh, I don't really like thrifting multiple days in a row in like the same place because like I just look through all the stuff. So it would be good to go to Coralville to go do that. Yeah, try on like what I was talking about before. Trying on clothes, expanding my style. Uh, I've been. I think I bought three like button down shirts. I'm not sure the right. It's not like they're not like formal, but they're more dressy than I would usually wear, which would be like a t-shirt or something. Uh, so I guess I have been expanding my style, and I'm excited to do more of that. So yeah, that's what. Or I guess that's what. Oh, well, getting a little tired. Sorry, my uh my eyes water every time I yawn. It's actually really annoying. But tomorrow I want to do that, and let's say I also want to start getting back on track with my diet. I've meal prepped some food. It's in my freezer. I just really haven't been eating it recently. Uh, and it's not even like I dislike it or anything. Maybe it being in my freezer and my not and not in my fridge has like adds a layer of friction that like it's harder to just like, oh, like I have something to eat instantly, or just getting out of the habit of eating it has made it less appealing to my brain that it is right there, and I just don't think about it or remember it or take it to work. But I do want to get back into the routine of mainly eating my meal prepped food. So yeah, that's all I have. If you are crazy enough to sit through uh, this for 20 minutes, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one.